Ever stood at the edge of the Grand Canyon and just thought, wow, how did this even happen? It's this massive, breathtaking scar on the Earth's surface, a mile deep and up to 18 miles wide in some places. The answer is a story of immense power and incredible patience, unfolding over millions and millions of years. And it all starts with a river. The main character in our story is the mighty Colorado River. For at least 5 to 6 million years, this river has been on a relentless journey, flowing across what is now northern Arizona. But it wasn't just flowing over the land, it was cutting through it. Imagine a saw slicing through a block of wood, but instead of a saw, it's water, and instead of wood, it's solid rock. Day after day, year after year, the river carried sand, silt, and pebbles that acted like liquid sandpaper, grinding away at the rock layers beneath it. This slow, steady carving action is what began to form the deep channel of the Grand Canyon. It's a perfect example of how something as soft as water can shape something as hard as rock, given enough time. But the river didn't do all the work alone. It had a whole team of natural forces helping it out. Think about the power of a summer thunderstorm. All that rain washing down the canyon walls, carrying loose rock and soil with it. This is erosion, and it played a huge part in widening the canyon. Then there's the wind, constantly blasting the rock faces, picking up tiny grains of sand and using them to sandblast the cliffs. And don't forget about ice. In the colder months, water seeps into cracks in the rock. When it freezes, it expands, acting like a wedge that pries the rock apart. This process, called ice wedging, breaks off huge chunks of rock that then tumble down into the canyon, making it even wider. So, while the Colorado River was busy digging down, all these other erosional forces were working to push the canyon walls further and further apart. Now, here's where it gets really interesting. While the river was carving down, the land itself was moving up. The entire region, known as the Colorado Plateau, was being pushed upwards by immense geological forces deep within the Earth. This process is called tectonic uplift. Imagine you're trying to saw through a piece of wood, and someone starts lifting the wood up towards your saw. You'd be able to cut through it much faster and deeper, right? That's exactly what happened with the Colorado River. As the plateau rose, the river's gradient, or its steepness, increased. This made the water flow faster and with more energy, giving it supercharged cutting power. This combination of the river cutting down and the land rising up is the key secret to the Grand Canyon's incredible depth. One of the most incredible things about looking at the Grand Canyon is seeing its colorful, striped walls. Those aren't just pretty patterns, they are layers of rock that tell a story stretching back nearly 2 billion years. As the Colorado River carved deeper and deeper, it sliced through time, exposing layer after layer of ancient geological history. Each layer is like a page in Earth's diary. The bottom layers, like the Vishnu schist, are some of the oldest rocks on the continent. Above them, you have layers of sandstone, limestone, and shale, each formed in a different ancient environment. Some were deserts, some were shallow seas, some were coastal plains. So when you look at the canyon walls, you're literally looking at a timeline of our planet's history, with each layer revealing a different chapter of a world that existed long before we did. The story doesn't end there. Climate has also been a major director in this epic production. Over millions of years, the climate in this region has changed dramatically. There were times when it was much wetter, leading to more powerful river flows and faster erosion. Then there were drier periods, and even ice ages, which changed how and where erosion happened. During the ice ages, for example, even though the glacier didn't reach the Grand Canyon itself, the colder, wetter climate nearby would have increased the amount of water flowing into the Colorado River from melting snow and ice, once again boosting its carving abilities. These long-term climate shifts controlled the speed and style of the canyon's creation, adding their own unique touches to the final masterpiece. So, when you put it all together, a relentless river, the constant work of erosion, the slow uplift of a massive plateau, and millions of years of climate change, you get the Grand Canyon. It wasn't one single event, but a slow, epic process that took at least 5 to 6 million years. It's a testament to the power of time and nature. The Grand Canyon is still changing today. The river is still flowing, the wind is still blowing, and the rocks are still eroding. The canyon we see is just a snapshot in its long, ongoing life. It's a humbling reminder of our place in the vast timeline of Earth. Thanks so much for watching, and if you enjoyed this journey back in time, don't forget to like and subscribe for more adventures into our amazing world.